Hello folks, this is Jeff with the Junkyard Kid channel, and today I'm going to give a little wrap-up video on us attending the Owners Club convention down in Lawrence, Kansas. So let's flip this phone around and we'll do a walk around the car a little bit, show a few things, since that's a lot probably better stuff to look at than me. Just got the outsole cleaned up, had definitely some road grime on it, a lot of bugs. And then I was blessed with having to drive about 5-6 miles of gravel where they were doing some road construction. That made the white walls a little more challenging to clean, but we got her cleaned up good enough for now. A couple statistics. Total miles driven was 1,790, and we made about 14.5 miles a gallon. Not the greatest, but not the worst. To me, it's like, well, it's about the miles per gallon, not miles per gallon. Was a great time. Car worked flawlessly. I've made a few trips to cruising the coast with this, and sometimes I've had, or the wife and I have had a bit of an adventure. But this time, didn't have to do anything. Just put gas in it, check the oil, that stayed up good. Carbs work great. I love this setup, to be honest, this factory Ford 3.2 setup. One neat thing about it is, for most driving, you run on just the center carburetor. If you look here, you push it about that far, and that's to the end of the center carburetor until you start engaging the rear and front carburetor. And it's kind of neat. I don't know if you can see it, but right there, it opens up. Man, it's hard to show. It opens that back carburetor. See right there? That's wiggling just a bit, but not the front one. And that comes in really handy sometimes you're coming up a hill or something, or you just want to give it a little extra gas. This gives you a little more go. And I had just freshened up the carburetors on this before we left. And before, I had a 65 or 6.5 power valve in the center carburetor. The end carburetors don't have power valves. And I thought, I had done some testing on this with a O2 sensor, and I noticed when I would get to the end of the center carburetor where it starts tipping into that rear carburetor and then the front and rear, it would be just a wee bit lean. Nothing dangerous at all, but I thought, hey, let's try an 8.5 carburetor, because this engine is probably a moderate amount milder than Ford ever had when they put these on a factory setup, like the high performance 390s and 406s that they came from. And that was a really good improvement. See, the thing is, on the power valves, a 6.5 means the engine needs to get down to a vacuum of 6.5 inches or less before it opens. An 8.5 only needs to get down to 8.5 inches of vacuum. And the thing I noticed is, to back up a little bit, on this setup, the way this car is geared and everything, when I'm at the end of that middle carburetor, before the end ones start opening up, this will run down the road, probably 75 to 85 miles an hour. And I would notice before, or I guess the difference between with the 6.5 power valve and the 8.5 power valve, when you go up the hills with a 6.5 power valve, you'd have to kind of lean into that back carburetor just a bit if you didn't want to lose a decent amount of speed. And we're talking like, say, more than a 10 mile an hour drop. And now with that 8.5, I think what's happening is the engine starts to get loaded down as it's going up the hill, and the vacuum decreases, and that power valve starts opening, 2 inches of vacuum sooner, and it just seems to be a lot happier. You don't have to be kind of dipping into that back carburetor, or if you just stay on the center carburetor, you don't lose as much speed. And the fuel mileage, it really didn't make much difference, if any. We averaged, I think I said earlier, about 14.5. So that worked great. The event was a blast. Got to meet folks I've met and known for many years, some for a few years, some Facebook friends, got to put a face to them, and a few new acquaintances as well. Also lucked out, picked up these goodies here. They usually have a parts auction. I really don't need them, but they were sold at a price that I just kind of couldn't refuse buying them, shall we say. If nothing else, I can put them in the hands of someone else that's working on an Edsel. And got a really cool, another cool item, which I'll probably show at some other date. I think I did don't know if I did a video or not. There was a gentleman by, oh shoot, now the name slips me. Anyways, one of the designers of the Edsel, and his daughter and son-in-law were there and brought some renderings that he had. Some were Edsel related, some not. He actually got his career starting for Ford, working underneath the lead designer, Roy Brown, and I bought one of them renderings, and it is just flipping cool. Someday I'll get it mounted, framed, and show it off. But overall, great meet. Car count was a little bit lean this year. Hopefully that can get better numbers down the road. But overall was a great time. So just wanted to share that with you folks. And Edsel's cleaned up for the next car event, or maybe just get put away for the year. Hard to say yet. There's one more I'd like to attend, a local one called Zap Motor Days. We'll have to see if Mother Nature cooperates for that event. And if so, if I choose to take this one, if nothing else, it'll go back in storage for next year. So until next time, we'll talk to you later.